believe I don't like you because of that? No. You actually believe I don't like you. Do you think other people think the same? You don't know.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Adekunle Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. So guys, the mood in the house, the level 1 housemate started off on a very good note. They are all looking peng. There was some dancing here and there between Doyin, Allison, Bella. I call them the 3 musketeers. Yes, guys. And of course, in the level 2, there were some funny moments. Yes, guys. So Fina actually had that conversation with Grovvy, even though it was kind of like a mini conversation because Fina could not talk. Now, I know a lot of you, will wonder why is it that Fina is using sign language like somebody that cannot talk. Now, you guys should remember yesterday she was crowned the tail of house. I almost said head of house. Well, tail of house. And her punishment is when that funny sound comes on, is an indication for her to start speaking alien and, of course, use sign languages. And when it comes off, that is when she has to stop and start speaking normally. Her punishment is like in sync with this week's wager, which is all about aliens and Afrofuturistic or whatnot. Yes, guys. So when the whole sound started, Fina was actually in the kitchen. She actually made a very beautiful, tasty jollof rice, according to her fellow housemates. Yes, guys. So she could not talk anymore, and that was when she had that conversation, with Grovvy, where Grovvy was left to interpret everything she was saying in sign language. Funny, very, very funny. Now, what were they talking about? So Grovvy was telling her all this PDA, kissy, touchy. It gotta stop before the guy's lips fall off because the way Fina is going with this kissing, Grovvy cannot keep up. Every moment, touchy, every moment, kissy. Grovvy said he has never been with a carefree girl like that, so he just wants it to tone down. And Fina was like, okay, it's obvious that you don't really like me like that. And instead of Grovvy to take that opportunity to be like, okay, see, I only like you as a friend and all that, he said, no, it's not like that. I actually like you. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I cannot wait for these houses to merge so that Chomsy will come, so that let's, see how Grovvy will react. Will he still be following Fina, like that? And will Fina just continue with the whole PDA thing? Well, that was what Grovvy told her. And she was like, you know what, fine, I'm going to stop it and all that. I hope that she stops it because a lot of people can't bear to watch both of them going all out on each other, kissing and all those things. It's kind of cringy somehow. I don't know. Like, this has got to be the first ship in bbnaija history that no one is shipping. I don't know. A lot of people are against this ship. Fina's people, Grovvy's people, Beauty's people, they are really against this ship. Now, away from that, another funny situation happened in the level 2 house as they lost the writing pad and the pen that Big Brother gave them to jot down the ideas they have for this week's wager. Yes. Now, even as that one happened, there was also the mild drama that happened between Amaka and Modella and, of course, Brian. Why? Because of an unwashed plate that somebody used to drink cereal or to eat cereal. Do they drink cereal or eat cereal? I don't know, Sha. Anyways, that was it. They lost it. People that called Sarkaz to bring, the writing material, and they could not find it. They looked everywhere. They could not find it. So apparently, when they went for the head of house games, it looks like the ninja came and packed some of the party things they gave them last week. So they are thinking that maybe the ninja actually took the writing pad with them or the notepad with them. Yes, guys. So at the end of the day, they opted to beg Big Brother. They opted to innovate because without that notepad, they really will fail their wager and Big Brother will not know what exactly they will need for their wager. So at the end of the day, Big Brother called Kes again and told told them not to really worry about the notepad. Rather, they should pack up, all the things that they received for the party last week, Saturday. So I guess maybe true. Now the ninja collector. And still on the level 2 housemate, like I told you, there was a little bit of wahala between Modella, Brian, and Amaka because of that unwashed plate. Cheesy is a character. Cheesy asked them, he has talked about this whole thing over and over again. If you eat, wash your plates. But apparently this person ate last night and did not wash the plates and left some on eaten, if that English is correct, on eating cereal in the bowl. And Cheesy took it to their meeting and asked each of them, and everybody said no. And Cheesy started like, if this, like he started talking, if you are the one, this is this. And Amaka was like, okay, you know what, I'm the one. And Fina was like, no, it's not Amaka. Amaka does not remain food. And Amaka was like, you know what, I know I'm not the one, but I'll wash it. So after Amaka washed the plate, she came into the room and started talking. And Modella was like, why are you pointing at me? And she was like, no, I'm not pointing at you. Then Amaka now made the statement and said that it was Modella and Brian, that they are the last 2 people to sleep last night. Somehow saying that it was Brian and Modella, and that was where Modella was like, you know what? Don't say that. Why are you trying to insinuate and all that? Yes, guys. At some point, Sakes was really tired. He had to be like, you guys like quarreling. Guys, the guy just went to his bed and sat down. But the level 1 and level 2 housemate, they have amazing ideas for, this week's wager. Yes, guys, they actually do have amazing ideas. Trust me, if I were there, I don't even know if I would think of all these things they were thinking of. Kudos to them. Now, let's go back to something that happened last night. Yes, guys, and that was in the level 1 house. So, guys, Elo Swag and Adekunle, they were having this discussion, and it centered around Bella and Shegs. Yes, guys, so Elo Swag was really complaining bitterly about the way Bella and Shegs always treat him whenever he becomes the head of house. And he also cited the whole thing that happened when they were downstairs in the black and white house, when he was the head of house, how they were like not respecting him, how when they had that fight, when Shegs kind of like charged at him and all that. And also he said 2 weeks ago, when he was not the head of house, he was just minding his business. Nobody was really hearing his voice. He was on his own. Now, immediately he became the head of house again. It was almost as if they started, coming for him and all that. Then Adekunle was like, you know what? For Bella, he feels like Bella is, how do I put it? That Bella feels like the only person or the only guy that deserves anything in that house is Shegs. Like, basically, like Shegs should have been the head of house. Yes, guys. And Adekunle also made mention that Bella is an instigator. She instigates fights, she instigates arguments, that he even said it to her the first time they came when she made the statement that, she doesn't drink, but she pushes other people to drink. And for him, that's the kind of person she is. They also talked about, Shegs, how can he kind of like tries to put people down in public, that kind of a condescending person, that's who Shegs is basically. And I'm like, I can't wait for the houses or the levels to be merged. Like, a lot of people are saying that, when the levels are merged, a lot of level 1 housemates will nominate level 2 housemates. And I say it's a lie. Level 1 housemate now has shown that there is really no love between them. They're just putting up with each other because they are in the same level. Trust me, when they merge the whole house together and it's all man for himself, you are gonna see wonders. You're gonna see a Shegs nominating an Adekunle. You're gonna see an Adekunle nominating a Shegs. You're gonna see an Elo Swag nominating a Bella. Even like they're gonna be nominating themselves. Seriously. I feel like the level 2 housemates are much more bonded, or they've bonded more than the level 1 house. Like, a lot of level 1 housemates are really pretending to each other's faces. And I don't understand this whole thing between Adekunle and Shegs. I don't know where it started. Adekunle has never had eyes for Bella, so I really don't understand. I don't know if it's an alpha male fight or something. I don't understand where it's stemming from. As for Elo Swag, maybe I can understand because they had that, arguments, when the whole level 1 was in the black and white house. But other than that, I don't know. When they were in the garden last night, Elo Swag was also complaining the way Chichi shouted at him, because of his nomination or something like that. I don't get it. Is it that they don't respect Elo Swag, or they see him as a lesser person who should not occupy the seat of the head of house? For me, I feel he won it. So the respect, he should get it. At this point, I feel like Elosua should pull a pere on them. I mean, the emblem on my neck signifies authority. You might not respect me as a person, but you got to respect the emblem on my neck. I think that's what they need. I mean, look at when Hemis was the head of house. See the way they respected Hemis. They respected Hemis more than an Adekunle, because I remember last week, Adekunle would complain that these people are not listening to him and all that. And I also feel if you win the head of house, you should also put yourself in a position of authority. I mean, respect is not just given, it's earned. So you have to put yourself in that place where you earn that respect. And I don't get why Adekunle cannot, say all these things to Shek's face. Because when Shek's come for him face to face, Adekunle would just be too diplomatic about it or too patronizing about it. And I kind of feel like that's what kind of like makes Shek to feel like, I can say whatever I want to say about you and you can do nothing about it. Well, I mean, that's what I saw last night. And I said, you know what, let me bring it to your attention. And another thing, let's talk about Doyin and Deji for a bit. I don't understand the dynamics. Like, Doyin will just not let Deji be. I mean, is it that Doyin actually likes Deji that much? Or is it that Deji likes Doyin? Because despite all the insults and the jabs they throw at each other, they still come back and their conversation is always sweet. Like, it's really always sweet. I love their conversation. It's very funny to listen to. Like, you see these two people who seemingly you think they don't like themselves, but still come back to each other. People of God, explain to me what is happening between Doyin and Deji, because I am not understanding at all. All in all, I hope you guys are voting for your faves. Yes, guys, on this week's nomination list, we have Grovvy, we have Amaka, we have Daniela, we have Sarkes, and we have Famsavi. Now, talking about Sarkes, his wife has a message for you all. Yes, guys, I'm going to be putting that message at the end of this video. Thank you guys so very much for being part of my channel. If you've not already subscribed, you know what to do. Kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Adekunle Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.
Hi everybody, my name is Angel. I am Kess's wife. I know good life. I they watch him for television. They always give me joy. Okay, sometimes no. So I know say now my husband go win the show, and no be joke. Yes, the mullah will, definitely help his mom, build a home in Delta and family as well, and for our future too now. I love my husband, woto. I love big past the storm, Life no they easy for me. If not because, say, they carry each other along. And for that, I support my husband full chest, And I also know, I say, some no waiting happened to our picking. And I would like to address that. It's not very easy to talk about it, but it's very traumatic. So as I mentioned, it's very traumatic and not a very easy thing to go through in life. But no matter what, life goes on, right? So we have to live it the best way we know how and trust in God that there's a reason for everything. It wasn't meant to be, and our little Picken died in my arms. And he could have been the greatest gift I could give my husband. Who knows? It's just not meant to be right now. I tell you, some days are easy, some days are not. So I made a courageous decision to allow my husband to join the show, even though I wasn't aware, besides the game or task, that there's other factors that I don't like at all as his wife. But he's there playing a game, showing some contents, doing what he can to stand out. I say in my head, it's just a game. We'll definitely talk when he gets out, and I pray to God that he will guide us both and protect our marriage and stand strong no matter what. So Kes Nation, I beg, Una make me help they support my husband and vote for him till the show finish. Please.